Okay, welcome everybody to Tuesday night's broadcast. We're going to get started here in just a moment, so please make sure you have pen and paper to take notes. Also, make sure you let your mentor know you are on the call. We're going to get started here in just a moment. And welcome everybody to our Tuesday night live training. We're going to get started here in just a moment, so please make sure you have pen and paper to take notes. Also, make sure you let your mentor know you are on the broadcast. We're going to get started here in just a moment. And tonight, guys, we're going to go over book and confirm, as well as just a couple fundamental things that I want to make sure everybody's clear on, because I know we have a couple brand new people that are on this broadcast tonight that are going to start working their leads here really soon. So I want to make sure that everybody on this broadcast is clear on how to work their leads and how the system is set up for you to work your leads. So then this way you guys can make sure, like you're tonight on the broadcast, getting your 2 books down to 0 and getting your 12 presentations in per week. So then this way you guys can make sure you get your Fast Start and Frenzy bonuses. So if somebody can let me know that they can see me okay. Oh, okay, great. Thanks, Kim. Thank you. Okay, so first and foremost, guys, you want to make sure you have pen and paper so you can take notes. And we're going to make it down and executing consistently on a daily basis. So the first thing you want to write down, guys, is booking appointments and confirming appointments. Booking and confirming, that's what we're going to go over. And with booking and confirming, you want to make sure that you follow the process. Now, if you've already been through working decision pack prospects in the training, you would have gone through the 1 hour schedule. And what that is how your 1 hour should look like. So say, for example, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's what your 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. should look like. So, for example, maybe you have, well, I don't know, you'd have at 8 o'clock. But sometimes I have a sign-up call one that early. However, at the bottom of the hour is when we do our dial sessions. So what you want to do is write this down, 6 to 8 dial sessions per day for a part-time person. Now, a dial session is at the bottom of the hour, so on the 30s, like 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. And part-time is 6 to 8 per day. Full-time is 10 to 12 per day. So 6 to 8 part-time, 10 to 12 full-time. Now, the way you conduct a dial session, guys, is you want to start with your paid advertising first. So you want to start with your decision pack buyer leads first. Those are the people that paid $50 to get their package. You start with those folks first, then you do your confirmation second. Everybody gets confirmed for their appointment, no matter what. So you do your confirmation second, then you do any rebooks that you have, which hopefully you have none. And then you do your email leads. So your 2 books first, your confirmation second, your rebooks third, and then your email leads last. Now, there's a couple important things about dialing. Number 1, the first and last dial session per day, you leave the voicemail. Every script has a voicemail. Here, let me see. Oh, there it is. Sorry. See here. Oh, that's the common questions. Every script has a voicemail, I promise. I just need to find it in my notes, in my script. See? I know that one looks wrinkled. My dog got it, literally. So you leave the voicemail, guys. And then the next thing you want to do is every dial session in between is going to be your number blocked. Now, I get a lot of people asking me, how do you block your number? I totally didn't know how to do it first either. So what you do is you press *67 on your phone. So you hit the star button, 67, and then you dial the number that you're dialing for that person. Now, when you're doing the blocked phone numbers, you're not going to leave a voicemail. So every prospect should only have 2 voicemails per day, but they should have 6 to 8 times that you've dialed them per day. So everything in between is blocked. Now, the key with dialing is you want to stay consistent with the people you're dialing. So for example, when you hit your email leads, a lot of people will be like, oh my gosh, I have, 50 email leads or however many. That's totally cool. You want to dial the top 25 or as many of the top 25 that you can get. And then as you weed them out, so they either get to an appointment or whatever the case may be, then the next one will roll up. So it's always the same people you're dialing, because it does take a couple times dialing these folks in order to get them and in order to get them to an appointment. So the number one thing that people have, and I guess I don't want to say issue, but the number one thing that people won't do is their dial sessions. They find an excuse, they have to walk the dog, or maybe an SG1 ran over late, or whatever the case is. I can tell you from experience, missing your dial sessions is really going to hurt your business, because the longer those people wait in those sections and they don't have appointments, then the law of diminishing intent starts, and the harder it is to get these folks signed up. Everybody signs up, everybody orders the package with a purpose. Like, I was mad one day at work, and I was sick and tired of being told what to do after I worked my butt off all day. And so I came home and I was talking to my husband about it, and he's like, well, I heard this ad on the radio. Why don't we answer it and see what it's all about? I'm like, okay, sure, cool. So we answered it, and literally the same day, we got a phone call from Heidi booking our phone appointment. And I was like, so cool, all right. And had our appointment the next day, got started, and boom, here we are over 2 years later, and we're still rocking and rolling, and things are absolutely exploding. So people have a reason why they answer the ad. So you need to make sure you get them at that time, because then they still have that burning passion to change their lives. I'm not saying that they won't a week later, but they're going to forget why they answered the ad to begin with. So getting to 0 2 bucks on a nightly basis is key to your business, and making sure that you have a consistent 0 2 bucks, a consistent 0 rebucks. And even if you have no 2 books and no rebooks, you're going to have email leads. So you still need to stay consistent with your dial sessions. And even if you have none of the above, you're doing some form of advertising with your business. So there should be people that you're following up with on a consistent basis every single day. So those are some of the fundamentals that you guys want to make sure you're clear on. Now, a couple other things that you want to make sure you're clear on, so you want to write this down, is number 1, reporting your dial sessions. And if you're not clear, obviously there's some new folks when we do your follow-up call. Oh, I'm buffering. We'll get with you when we do your follow-up call before your leads start dropping, so you're clear on how to report them. It's on Skype. So you guys want to make sure your Skype is set up and active and working. If you need help with that, let somebody know. Skype is key in this business for communicating. So we're going to teach you how to report your dial sessions. So what you're going to do is when you're done doing your dial session, so say from 9:30 to 10:30, you get done with your dial session at 10:30, you'll send over a quick report on what your dial session consisted of. Now, reporting your dial sessions does a couple of things. It holds you accountable to doing your dial sessions, which I know at the very beginning I needed help with, but it also helps make sure you're clear on how you're dialing your leads. I know I need help with that too. And by reporting my dial sessions to Heidi on a consistent dial session basis, she was able to help me understand anything I needed to change in order to really master the dial session. Once you master the dial session, guys, I mean, it's like easy breezy after that. It's mastering the dial session in order to make sure that you are clear. Make sure you are clear on what it is that you are doing for that 30-minute time slot. So reporting your dial sessions, and guys, we talk about this on RAC. So when you're new to RAC, please take really good notes. But really opening and closing your business on a daily basis is going to absolutely help your business out, because the biggest thing I know helped me was knowing what I needed to do on a daily basis and what I needed to get accomplished on a daily basis with my business. Of course, dial sessions are the name of the game in order to get the presentations in. So I was clear on that. But also just knowing what I needed to do for that day. So say I had five appointments in my schedule today. Were they all confirmed? I should have confirmed them yesterday. It's going to help you stay on track. So everybody should be in their proper spot, whether it be a 48-hour confirmation, 24-hour confirmation, or they're in their sign-up call 1 because their sign-up call 1 is today. And then lastly, guys, making sure you close your business. So what happened for the day? Did you hit your dial sessions for the day? Did you get everybody confirmed for tomorrow? Confirming people is just as important as getting them into an appointment, because you can get them into an appointment until you're blue in the face. But if you don't get them confirmed for their appointment, they're never going to show up. And then you're just going to have a whole load of rebooks. And I will tell you this from experience, rebooks are very difficult to get back into the schedule most of the time. Some of them have good examples and reasons, you know. Somebody said I'm buffering. Hang on. So guys, you want to make sure that you're looking at, you know, the day out. So are you guys ready for tomorrow? Do you know what you need to do for tomorrow? And then, you know, obviously the next morning, waking up and seeing what new dropped into your GPS office and what you need to do in order to make that day count. So for those of you that are new on this broadcast, really mastering the dial session and mastering the 1-hour schedule is what's going to help you with your business and help you really get your day out straight. So you know when your dial sessions are, you know the way to dial. So voicemails, top and or first and last dial session of the day, block your number the rest of the time. You know that you want to make sure that all your people are in the right spots in your GPS office. So you're organized. Organization is key with this business. If you're organized, it won't feel like it's disorganized. I know when I let my business get disorganized, that's how I feel all day long. And that's 6 to 8 per day for part-time, 10 to 12 per day for full-time. If you guys are unclear about anything I went over, obviously we'll get with you about the dial session reports in Skype. But if you're unclear on how to dial your leads or when to dial your leads, after you watch this broadcast and you went through the training, please by all means let Kim or I know so we can help you out, because we definitely want you to get what you came here for. We want you to absolutely score, and we want to make sure that, you know, we work every day like it's $1 million day, because it really is. So with that, guys, thanks so much for being on with me tonight. If you want a copy of this training so you can go through it over and over and over again, just let me or Kim know, and we'll see you all over the place. Have a good night.